Hey guys, so I have been really inconsistent on YouTube. I haven't posted in a while because I've been going through it, to say the least. I have been on quarantine in my house for about 14 days because I tested positive for the coronavirus. I'm a respiratory therapist, as you all know, and in our heads, we're gonna get it eventually because of we are at such high risk of exposure. Even though we have PPE, we are running short of it most of the time. We are having to reuse our masks, we're reusing gowns. We're in the room, in the faces of these people who have coronavirus, and we're running their ventilators. For us, it's kind of just like you stave off the anxiety of getting it until like you have to deal with it, because otherwise living and dealing with your anxiety would be impossible. Honestly, you'd probably scare yourself to not go into the rooms at all if you were anxious constantly about getting this thing. So I just felt it was important to share my experience with it, since I have worked with it and people with it and now have had it. I have done the quarantine. The quarantine is once you get tested positive, you need to stay quarantined for at least 14 days plus 72 hours without symptoms. I have done the 14 days. I am still pretty tired. It kicked my ass. Obviously I don't look like myself. I look like I've been sick for 14 days. It was debilitating, to be quite honest with you. I'm still regaining my strength back. I've only been able to eat like solid meals for the past 3 or 4 days. I assume I've lost a ton of weight. I have not weighed myself. I haven't cared to, but I'm assuming I've lost a lot of weight because all I could do was drink water and Gatorade and chicken noodle soup because I had no appetite. So pretty much I was like making myself eat. So let me just start from the beginning. So it was my birthday. I had a deep tissue massage done, and the next day I woke up, I was in pain. I had severe body aches. I'm like, wow, this guy really fucked me up. Like, I can't move. Like, and I literally slept the whole day. So I had to call off of work because I could not even move. I never call out of work. I call it off because I literally couldn't do anything. So day one, body aches. I'm thinking it's because of my massage. Day 2 and 3, it still wasn't going away. And obviously, being a normal human being that lives on this earth, I was Googling, like, does deep tissue massage like hurt this bad afterwards? Because I've had one before. It hurt for like maybe a day and that's it. And so I'm like, okay, something's going on. That day, I started to cough and had a runny nose. And literally since that day, never had a cough. I had a cough for one day. It was weird. I had a cough for one day and never coughed again. However, I've been congested since then. So the body aches and the fatigue were my major symptoms. I was literally unable to move from my couch for days. I had a period of time where I slept for like 72 hours. Like I didn't talk to anyone on my phone. I didn't turn my TV on, and that's really weird for me because if I'm like home and like on my couch able to just do something, I'm watching TV. I could not do that. I slept for like 3 days straight, and like I said, I had no appetite in that time. So once it got around day 5 or 6, I was just congested. Just kind of like the nasal congestion that you get like when it feels like allergy season is coming. And I could feel the postnasal drip type stuff going on, and no cough still, and I had no fever any of these days. So I got tested through my job and it was positive, which I was not surprised. I never get sick and I have not been that sick in a while. So starting from then, I was still unable to eat. I was weak because I wasn't eating. I was just drinking water just to stay hydrated. Although I had no fever, I was hot and woke up in cold sweats, which I'm hearing a lot from other people who've had it. And the fatigue. I would get up to go to the bathroom and I would literally just sleep for like 6 hours after that. Like, when I tell you fatigue, this is like, no, if you know me, I'm nonstop. I'm on go. Like, I sleep 4 hours. I get up and do a whole day's of work and go to work, night shift, go to the gym. No. I went to the bathroom and I was like passed out. It's a fatigue like I've never had. The body aches are like body aches I've never experienced in my life. It feels like someone's just threw you down the stairs, like you got hit by something and your whole body is like trying to heal and recover. Achy for days. That didn't go away until about maybe day 6. The congestion and the loss of taste and smell and the fatigue are what I have been dealing with the past week. Today is the first day that I feel like I can get up, move around, and do stuff. It's like, I'm a whole different person today. I feel good. The past couple days, like I said, I've been eating whole meals. It's been wonderful. They said it takes the longest for your taste and smell, even after you're done being sick, to come back, and I'm experiencing that. Right now, in the process of just recovering from what happened while I was sick. I am weak, feeling like I need to get my strength back. I'm trying to, I've been drinking a lot of immune support stuff, tea, drinking a lot of water, taking my vitamins, and making sure I stay hydrated, just to like get my strength back, because like I said, I'm sitting straight up and I can't even tell you how happy I am to be able to just like talk and sit straight up and like do things, because I literally could not for that long. Everyone else I talked to pretty much had those severe symptoms for at least 10 days. Mine were like 12. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. It's real. It's serious. I take care of people who have it. We're seeing people younger get it, people with no underlying illnesses. And the problem isn't even you contracting it and being young, it's the after effects. So you have it and it causes like a pneumonia in you, then we have to put you on life support to help you breathe because you can't catch your breath because of this. I even myself still experience some shortness of breath, and I've never had any lung problems. I don't even smoke all like that or anything like that. And I was having shortness of breath just getting up and going to the bathroom. It sucks and it's real, and do what you need to do to stay healthy, because I can see how someone older can die from this. Like, you are completely debilitated. And I keep saying that because I have no other way to explain to you how I just could not do anything. Eat, lift my head, do anything but just lay there and sleep and just drown in your freaking secretions. Like, literally, it turns you into a blob. Shout out to every healthcare worker in the world right now, because they're running short staffed, they're running tired as hell, they're running with anxiety, they have families to raise, they have anxiety of bringing it home to their families, they're going to work, they're running life support on these patients, they're smiling in the faces of patients, they're in the emergency room. We're the first people to see the people before they even diagnose them. So sometimes you're around people who has it without even having your PPE on. We are so at high risk of being exposed, and we do it gladly because we like our jobs, we love people, we love caring for people, and we want to be here for people. Everyone be careful. Do not wish this on my worst enemy. I just thought it was important to share my symptoms, because if you can catch them early on, don't just shuck it off like it's a cold. Here in this city, it's like nearly impossible to get a test. Everything's booked out for days, and you're wondering where these high numbers are coming from. Trying to get booked for a test for this it was impossible. I had to go through my job. I felt like this was important because I can see how someone could be like, oh, it's not really anything for the first couple of days because it's just like light symptoms. I never even had a fever. So everyone's testing for fevers. I never even had a fever. So if I were to go somewhere that's testing me for a fever to make sure I'm healthy enough to go in there, you know what I'm saying? So just do what you have to do to be careful. And I just felt this was important. And thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, ask. I'll answer the best I can as a respiratory therapist and as someone who's had it personally. Thank you to everyone who before this checked in on me and was there for me while I had this, because I have no family here, so I depended on my friends to bring me medicine and water and stuff like that. So thank you, and shout out to Instacart because they provided me with all the soup that I had to order because I couldn't get up and go to the grocery store. And yeah, I'm gonna make a part 2, but I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of my symptoms so that if you spot them, you can go and take care of this quickly. And I love you guys, and thanks for listening. And I hope this is informative and interesting and anything else you want this video to be. I don't care if you like this, comment, subscribe, I don't care. I just wanted to let people know, and I love you if you are subscribed to me. And I'm glad I'm feeling better, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.